Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're here, you're welcome. My name is Rosina Sharon, and today I have no idea which look you're going for exactly, but whichever look we shall do today, I am going to teach you guys step by step, regardless, step by step tutorial. So before we do that, kindly subscribe, share your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll be reading all of them kama kawaida, and if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. With no further ado, let us go straight into the video. So guys, we have been doing voiceover videos for a very long time, ever since I don't know when exactly, but today I wanted to make it a bit more personal, so I want to try out a talk through video for the first time. So for the eyebrows, we're going to start off with the eye makeup before face makeup, and we're going to start off with the illegal eyebrow gel. It's been now a long time since I did an eyebrow gel, so today let us learn how to use an eyebrow gel instead of an eye pencil. Okay, so first step, as always, brush through your eyebrows. Make sure you brush them up before you start lining down. And because we're using an eyebrow gel instead of an eye pencil, we're going to use this sharp, angled brush. This very angled brush. Can you see that? Very angled. The edge is very, very sharp. That is what we're going to use to line our eyebrows. The side where it is longer should be facing your inner corner, okay? The longer side should be facing the inner corner, so we're just going to follow exactly how our eyebrows are shaped, and then the outer corner. That is my student, guys. She keeps coming in front of the camera. I don't know, do you want to be part of this? So around the outer corner, we are just going to line it outwards, okay? Outwards, not inwards. Make sure the edge for your brush is very sharp, and use very little force because you don't want a very thick line here. And then before we start lining the upper side, I'm just going to level it. We're not going to brush the eyebrows down. Then again, as always, we leave a bit of space around the inner corner. Next, I'm just going to brush through our eyebrows using bar soap to brush through. Then going towards the outer corner, I'm just following the shape of the brow like that, and then around the inner corner I am brushing it up. Then after, I'm just going to make sure I press that in so it sticks to my skin. Should stick completely into the skin first, and then allow it to dry before we start filling in. So we're going to fill in with the illegal eyebrow gel. This is in the shade dark brown 365, the shade 365, and we're just starting to fill in from the outer corner. Make sure you use very little force. And when you're using a gel, please avoid using too much product. Very little product goes a long way. And when you're doing a bridal, I would recommend that you go for gel instead of eye pencil. It stays longer. Then around the inner corner, I am going to do that upwards. And next, after that, we're going to clean the eyebrows. We're using the illegal Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. This is a concealer 2 shades lighter than my skin tone. We are going to clean. It's okay, they're my student. So I'm using a flat brush. This is a flat brush, okay? There is a flat angled brush. There is a flat brush. This is flat. You see the edge is very, very flat as well. So that is the brush we're going to use. And when applying the product, we do it side to side. We don't dip the brush onto the product because we don't want the product to accumulate on the top, on the tip of the brush. So we're not going to start off directly from the inner corner. We're going to leave a tiny bit of space, not too much space, just a tiny bit. And then the brush is going to lie flat as we do this. I'm And then towards the outer corner, we are going to line it outwards, not inwards. On the inner corner, you can either use the product remaining on the brush or a foundation that matches your skin tone. I'm just going to use this product instead. Then after that, make sure you use your finger just to blend in this edge to avoid having too much product showing around at the edge of the inner corner or outer corner. And do this before the concealer dries out completely. Because I don't have an eyeshadow primer as of now, I am going to use this Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade number 30, just because it is mattifying. So that is what I'm going to use for my eyelids to set the lids before we start the eyeshadow process. And we're going to focus the product more around the lower lid. So we start blending from the lower lid going up. So more product is on the lower lid. Going up, it just blends into the concealer we used previously. So next, I'm just going to show you guys a new way of doing eyeshadow that I've been loving lately. I'm going to use the Davis #1 cream eyeliner. So I am going to draw a line like I'm going to do a wing, but it won't be necessarily a wing per se. So we're going to follow the lower lash line, this lower lash line. That is what we're going to follow, and we're just going to draw this line as if we are doing a wing, but we are not doing a wing. And then after that, we're going to join that from the middle here, going down like that. And then we're just going to fill in this area first before we continue. We're going to use a smaller brush here just to buff this out, this line out. Like we are smoking it out, going in like that. So immediately we are done doing that, we're going to use a small round fluffy brush to apply our first transition. So the first transition we're going for is this dark brown. This one is from Zikel Cosmetics, the Rios palette. And we're going to apply that around the outer corner. So we're just going to tap it in. For application here, we're just tapping it in, and we're going to focus this around at the outer corner. We're just going to bring that in just before the inner corner. And then after that, we're going to use this orangey shade, still from Zikel Cosmetics. And this time around, we're using a more fluffy brush, round fluffier brush. And that is what we're going to use to blend it in. And please avoid using too much product. So we're just going to blend in the edge of the first transition. So this one is too much product. Just from the edge. And please start from the outer corner going in, especially if you're a beginner, and use round circular motions. Circular motions, very little force. So start from the outer corner going towards the inner corner, use circular motions and very little force. Towards the inner corner, we are bringing it inwards like that, like that, like that. Next, we're just going to blend in around the crease region. We're not adding product, we're just blending it in. This is to avoid any creases around this region before we apply eyeshadow on top of it. You know, we were speaking about rose gold today, and I feel like I have not done rose gold in a very long time, so let us go with this from Essentials eyeshadow, the Violet Rose. Is it Violet Rose eyeshadow palette? We're going for the rose gold. The rose gold here. Sheesh. It is not showing as much as I wanted it to show. Give me a second. It is not as pigmented as I wanted it to be, guys. It is not as pigmented as I wanted it to be, unfortunately. Oh my goodness. But I'm going for a meeting today, so it's just the perfect pigment for a meeting. But I really wanted it to be more, you know. So next I'm just going to draw a very small line, like a tiny line, using the Inglot gel eyeliner. And I'm going to draw that as close to my natural lash line as possible. So again, we're not going to start off from the inner corner. Leave a bit of space around the inner corner. So somewhere here. And then just fill it in. And then I'm just going to apply a bit of mascara to cover the fallout I had from the eyeshadow before I apply, I do the falsies. So moving on to the face, we're going to start off with the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid. And make sure this tube does not touch your skin. So at a distance here. Like that. And then blend it in immediately. This thing dries out very, very quick, guys, so make sure you blend it in immediately. So next, I would have gone for this moisturizer, this CeraVe moisturizer, but it is not good for dry skin. I just found out recently it has not been working for me, and I was wondering why. So it is not for dry skin. It is normal to going towards oily skin, not dry skin, just so you know. So I'm not going to apply that. I'm just going straight into priming. Unfortunately today, this moisturizer has not been working. Hey, for me. No thank you. So next we're going to apply the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. And I'm going to concentrate that around the T-zone area. I'm starting off with the corners of the nose here. Very important before I forget that part. And the technique is to tap it in. Again, guys, I'm going in for a very dewy finish today. I am hoping to achieve that. So not too much primer. Just around the T-zone area. Especially because my skin is dry. And around the lip. Guys, Fenty Beauty gifted me this. Let me tell you, for the first time I'm getting a gift from Fenty Beauty. So they gifted me this. We are going to open it together. They invited me for a Fenty Beauty masterclass. So I went and they gifted me this box. So guys, they got me this. They got me this. Can you guys see that? Yo! So it is 3 foundations and 1 foundation brush. I have the shade number 420, the shade number 370, and 345 with a foundation brush. So I was just so lucky, because I have my foundation shade in here. So I have the shade number 420. That is my foundation shade for Fenty Beauty. So that is what we're going to use today. Let us do a Fenty face today. And I'm going to blend it in with a Fenty Beauty. I've never used this brush before, so it's going to be my first time. I am hoping it's going to be an amazing experience. So here we go, guys. Here we go. Oh my god. So that is, oh child. See the way I'm dropping it. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Sheesh. So how, okay, I'm hoping we're just going to apply this directly. We don't need a smaller brush because it's already angled and fluffy at the same time. So we're just going to use this. Oh my god. Oh. When we're using this brush, are we supposed to tap it in? Or what exactly? Damn, look at that. Guys. Look at that. Let me tell you, this Fenty Beauty foundation matches. Can you guys see that? And it's so lightweight, it looks like skin. You can always build it up if you want to. And we're going to use very little product around this nose region. And that is especially because I have a lot of texture around this area. So where you have a lot of texture, use very, very little product. Yo, this brush is amazing, let me tell you. I'm normally not a fan of brushes because I just started doing makeup with beauty blenders, but now when I'm using this one, it's amazing. Like, the foundation just blends in very, very nicely. It is amazing, let me tell you. Look at that. Next, I'm just going to apply a bit of blush before we start the highlighting process. I almost forgot that part. So I'm just going to apply that. That is a cream blush on the high points of the cheek, concentrating it around here. I'm just blending it around the high points of the cheeks here. And we are going to avoid using too much of this product. Just a tiny bit of it is enough. So next, I'm just highlighting with the very same concealer we've been using. That is a Legal Pro concealer in the shade Fawn. I'm just going to apply that around the inner corner of the under eye first, and the outer corner, just a bit on around the outer corner here. And to blend this in, I'm going to use a beauty blender instead of the brush. I'm just used to using a beauty blender instead of a brush when it comes to blending in concealer. And around the nose, we're just going to do 3 dots. That is enough. You don't need too much product around the nose. So next, to set that in, I'm just using the Sacha buttercup setting powder, and I'm going to use very little amount of this. And I'm using the side where it has product. Just dip that onto the setting powder. Blow off this excess powder completely. Sorry. That is what you're going to use to set. And that is enough, guys. That is enough for one side. And the mistake many people do is wait for this concealer to dry out before you set. After you blend in the concealer, make sure you set it in immediately after. Don't wait for it to dry. Okay. And we're going to set all the areas we highlighted using a concealer. So around the bridge of around the nose and the forehead as well. And then after that, to contour, we're going to use the essentials, and I'm using an eyeshadow for this, guys. Sorry. So I'm going to use this shade here. So we're just going to follow this line along the sideburns here, and then we are blending it upwards like that towards the blush we created here. Don't worry, the pigment of the blush is going to remain. So for contouring the forehead, we're starting from the hairline going down. So let's say this is our centerpiece here. We're going to start like this, going down from the hairline. And then we're going to join it into our cheek contour. And around the forehead, make sure you use very little product. And then for the nose contour, using a smaller brush. So putting this angle on this side and this angle as well on this other side. So it gives us a guideline on where exactly to start lining going down. And when you're lining going down, make sure it is a straight line. And when it comes to the nose contour, kindly make sure you don't use too much product. And just drag it down a bit, not too much. And same on this other side. And then use a cleaner brush to blend that in. So around the upper side, you blend into the eyeshadow you created before. And we're using a cleaner brush so we avoid having a harsh contour line along the nose. So the upper side, you blend it into the eyeshadow like that. And then coming down, you just blend it downwards. So next I'm going to use the Golden Lip eyeliner for the waterline. This is a waterproof eyeliner. That is what I'm going to use for my waterline. And I'm just going to apply that on the waterline alone. And next I'm just going to use these two setting sprays because I want a very dewy finish. So I'm going to start off with the NYX Plum Finish and then the Golden Lip setting mist. Moving on to the lips, I'm just starting off with the Davis No. 1. It's supposed to be an eyeliner, but I use it as a lip liner. Make sure you blend in the lip liner first before you apply the lipstick. Always. And that would be it from me today, guys. Let me know what you think about this look. I went for what the hell? I went for a subtle eye look and kind of bold lip. It's not a bold lip per se, but like it's in the middle of bold and subtle. Yeah. And skin is looking like skin. We are on the road to 1 million subscribers, guys. So if you are new here, you like this tutorial, kindly subscribe, share this video, comment, give it a big thumbs up. And yeah, that would be it from me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye.